There's been many, many people that have just put their foot down and said, enough, I'm going to change my life. And they don't take any excuses, and they feel way, way better.
Everything in life that's hard is just a series of things that are easy. You just have to take that first step. Taking that responsibility for yourself and committing to yourself to say, I'm going to take action and I'm going to make it happen.
There is no easy road to what you want. It's a long road.
The emotionally immature man seeks out motivation to do something hard one time. The emotionally mature man uses discipline to do something hard 1,000 times.
You can have that conversation and you can stop seeking approval. You can stop asking for permission to get after your goals and dreams. And here's why. Because if you stay silent and you let that time go by, what you're going to allow is for resentment and regret to build up. Resentment towards the people that you felt like were stifling your goals and dreams, who weren't giving you the permission, validation, or approval. And regret for the fact that you chose to not lead yourself into chasing your goals and dreams.
People want this to be cut and dry. They want this to be easy. They want it to be quick. They want it to be painless. There's nothing easy, quick, and painless about being fucking great at building anything in life, creating anything in life, becoming anything in life. You are going to suffer. It is going to be hard. It is going to take all of your energy. It's going to kick you in the fucking face 1,000 times. You're going to be demoralized. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be angry. You're going to be bitter sometimes. This is why it's so important to build yourself into someone who can execute regardless of what your mood is, regardless of what your circumstances is, because if you can execute when things are fucked up and everybody else bails and everybody else quits, what kind of advantage does that give you over the long haul? It gives you a tremendous advantage. And if you can become the kind of person that cannot be stopped by outside circumstances or going through a tough time or being in a bad mood or being unmotivated, how can anyone beat that?
You're going to lose sleep. You'll doubt whether it'll work. You'll stress to make ends meet. You won't finish your to-do list. You'll wonder whether you made the right call and have no way to know for years. This is what hard feels like, and that's okay. Everything worth doing is hard, and the more worth doing it is, the harder it is. The greater the payoff, the greater the hardship.
Someone will save you, but it's you, future you, the better you, the person that you've been waiting to become.
Most people, for most ideas, either don't do anything with it or will slowly make a little bit of progress over time. Taking that responsibility for yourself and committing to yourself to say, I'm going to take action and I'm going to make it happen. But we need to commit to taking action right away on things.
It's impossible for you to accomplish anything worthwhile in life without the ability to concentrate single-mindedly on one thing at a time and stay with it until it's complete. In fact, time and motion studies have shown that if you start a task and you put it down and you come back to it and pick it up and start it and put it down and come back to it and pick it up, that it will take you as much as 500% of the necessary time to do a task than if you picked it up and carried it through.
No one has any idea if it's going to work. That is a painful cost of trying to do things with no promise that they're going to succeed. If you knew that it was going to work, there would be no risk in doing it. You haven't been given this bespoke, idiosyncratic challenge that only you have to face. This is what every person who gets from a place that they are to a place that they want to be has to go through, because you need to try things with no promise that they are going to work.
I had big dreams. A lot of us have big dreams, big goals. And when you have goals that are maybe outside your reach, you have to know that getting to that goal, you're gonna have a lot of bad days. When I fail, I can't spend much time in that fail zone. I have to be able to get up and get after the next day just as fast.
Everything that you want but you don't have is outside of your comfort zone. And what I have learned in my potential path journey is that there are trade-offs all along the way. At every critical juncture in a person's life, if they want to go to the next level, they don't go to the next level by just stepping up. They go to the next level by realizing they've got to give something up to go there.